This is Mission Alive again. Mission Alive. I'm Brother Colin. You remember once before I talked to you about Chevalier College on Abamama. Chevalier College is an MSc school run by the MSCs on the island of Abamama in Kiribati. I was there in 1998 and ran the school as the principal of the school in 1988. When I was moved back into Tarawa in the year 1999, Father Patrick took over the school. And Father Patrick, who died in 2019 in Fiji, was a really top educator. He set the school up so education was the principal concern of the school. So pray for Father Patrick. Keep him in your prayers. In the meantime, in 2002, I was back in Fiji working on the training farm at Wynandoy. In October of that year 2002, Father Dives, who was still the superior at the time, came to see me and explained a situation about Chevalier College on Abamama. He told me that they had funding. They got funding early in the year to build the school, permanent buildings. And the trouble was that they got funding from Japan. And the Lions clubs in Australia had worked out a system where they were going to go out, send a crew once a month to build from different line clubs in Australia. The start of 2002, the principle worked fairly well. The Lions clubs in Australia went out, different clubs, once a month to help build the school with the help of the villagers on Abamama. Now, one of the problems arose that after a while the system broke down and their school wasn't being built, mainly because the Lions Club got frustrated with the villagers not turning up to work and all things like that. One of the things, all the material for the school had been bought, was already sitting on Abamama, but no work was being done. Father Dives, he sent out two brothers, two of the local brothers, one a Kiribatan, the other Samoan, to try to get the thing started, but it didn't work. And he came to me with the problem in October and asked me would I go out back to Abamama to try to get the thing working. Of course, the Japanese government was worrying about their aid, what was happening. Nothing was happening, so they asked me to go out. I went out in the end of the October of 2002, and as I could see, there had been one slab built, and half a building up. So there was two slabs and half one building was up. So I went and seen a fella I knew on Abamama from my time before. He was the chief catechist. I asked him, could we have a meeting of the villagers? So he worked out a meeting of the villagers, and we had a meeting of the villagers in Bonainawa, which is the main Catholic centre on Abamama, to discuss how we could get the project started. I talked a while and the fella talked a while. Then we asked for any ideas. Then one village fella got up and he said, listen, brother, you're going to get anything done if you're relying on us to work together. He said the best thing is to give each village a building to build, and their responsibility to build the building. So we put that to the meeting and they all agreed. They all wanted their own building to build. So we started building on that principle. Each morning we used to go out in the truck we had, pick up the different villages and take them to their building site. How they allotted the buildings was fairly easy. They drew them out of a hat, and one villager got half a building already done, another one got a building with a slab on. I haven't told you how many buildings yet, but there was 5 double classrooms. 5 buildings were double classrooms, 1 science block, 1 girls' dormitory, 1 boys' dormitory, the kitchen and refectory, and a few local teachers' buildings which we also built, and also a local maniaba. So each village got their building to build, and some funny things happened in that time. The village of Noctawa, they were going very slow at one stage, weren't going much at all. So one of the women of the village come to see me and said, "Brother, do you mind if women coming to work on the village, on the building site?" I said, no, women can come and do their bit. So the women from that village used to come each day and start building, took over from the men. Then the men got angry with the whole thing and they took over the building again and the building got built. But the women from the parish come to see me and said, "Brother, we want a building. We want a building to build, just like the men." So we gave them a building to build. So the one building there built completely by women. One building. So you can see it had a uniting process for the whole island, plus the positive process the school was going to go ahead in local buildings. Thank you very much.